Hey, it's Kristen from KristenOnDemand.com, and on this channel, you'll find videos all about teaching ESL online and teaching online in general. So if that's something you're interested in, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that little bell so you don't miss a thing. And in this video, I'm going to be going over the pros and cons and kind of making a comparison video between VIPKid, my ESL company, and Outschool. And it's kind of hard and maybe a little bit unfair for me to be trying to compare these companies because it's almost like comparing apples to oranges, because yes, they're both fruit, but they're so different. Yes, they're both, VIPKid and Outschool are both online teaching platforms, I guess, or companies, but they're so different. But I want to give you guys a comparison just because they're the two companies I work for, and I feel like I've been teaching on Outschool for about a month now, and I just want to compare them for you, because I feel like a lot of ESL teachers have been kind of thinking like maybe they want to make a transition to Outschool and kind of see what it's all about, but you're not really sure what the main differences are. I mean, there's a lot of really small differences, obviously, but just to see some of the main differences, kind of tell you what I like about both of them. So here we go. Let's get started. Obviously, main difference number one, VIPKid is an ESL company, all ESL. You are teaching for VIPKid, you are teaching ESL, right? English as a second language to children in China. That's what you're doing. That is all you're doing on VIPKid, right? If you are teaching on Outschool, you can do that. That is not what all you can do on Outschool, right? And there's actually not a huge market for ESL on Outschool. There is a market for it, but it's not like VIPKid. On Outschool, you can teach whatever you want. Whatever you want, whatever you're passionate about. You make your own lessons, you teach what you want to who you want for the price that you want. And that's the next thing we're gonna talk about, is the pricing, how much you get paid. On VIPKid, you apply, you go through the whole application process, and VIPKid determines how much your base pay is going to be, how much you are going to be paid per 25-minute class, right? On Outschool, you determine that, right? You set up your classes, how long they are, another difference, because VIPKid, all their classes besides their upper level classes, level 7 and 8, and I think some of the newer supplementary classes, most of their classes are 25 minutes, but on Outschool, you can determine how long of a time slot you need for the class that you are creating, okay? And again, you are also determining the price. Okay, so for VIPKid, they are determining your pay, how long the classes are, the curriculum, and they are dealing with the parents for you, which is awesome, right? In a way, it's awesome. Like, there's like pros and cons to both of this, because on Outschool, you determine your pay, you do your own curriculum, and you determine how long your classes are, but you are also 100% dealing with the parents. You know, if they have an issue with class, if they have an issue with the pricing, if they want a refund, anything like that, they are coming to you. They're not knocking on VIPKid's door. They're knocking on your door, and they're coming to you, and they're saying it to you, right? And there's pros and cons to that. So in a way, I kind of like being able to determine, like, yes, I think you have a valid complaint, and yes, I want to offer you a refund for this class. Or, yes, you know, my internet went out for 10 minutes and I want to offer this amount off of this class. Or, you know, on the flip side of that, if something goes wrong in a VIPKid class and a parent has a complaint, they don't go directly to you. They go to VIPKid, and VIPKid, they determine how they're going to handle that, you know, whether the class is going to be refunded or whatever, but that doesn't necessarily come out of your pocket unless it was an issue, you know, your IT issue or something like that. Whereas on Outschool, you could determine, again, how you wanted to handle it. And now Outschool does have that happiness guarantee where it could potentially not come out of your pocket. You could refer them to the Outschool Happiness Guarantee if you felt like, you supplied them with the class that you said that you were going to supply them with and they weren't happy for, whatever reason. So Outschool does back you that way, but it's, from my experience with Outschool, it's a lot more dealing with, obviously, a lot more dealing with parents than on the VIPKid platform. Another big difference, which I feel like I've kind of already alluded to, but I should specifically mention, is VIPKid classes are one-to-one, right? So you're the teacher of one student, always. You and one student, always, one-on-one. On Outschool, you can set up your classes so that you are tutoring a student after you've done X amount of classes, group classes, but typically it's you and a group of students. So not just one-on-one. And that was one of the biggest adjustments I had to make going from VIPKid to Outschool, was not just managing one student online, but learning to manage a group of students in my classroom, right? So I'm not just me talking to one student, but it's me talking to a group of students who sometimes want to interact with each other and talk over each other, and sometimes even talk over me. And how do you manage that? And managing a classroom in that way. So that is another big difference between VIPKid and Outschool. But with that said, the earnings potential having a group of students versus teaching just one student is that much greater, right? So keep that in mind also. Also, I should mention that even though you are setting your own price on Outschool, they are taking 30% of whatever your earnings are for the class. And the reason for that is, one, they have this whole great website set up where parents can come and search classes, and they're also marketing your classes for you. So I think this is amazing. Yes, you can share your link to your teacher profile and to all your classes. You can do that yourself also, but Outschool is doing that for you as well. And to me, that's well worth a 30% investment in my classes. So VIPKid and Outschool are both, the classes are both booked by parents, right? VIPKid, you're being booked by parents for classes. Same thing on Outschool. So you want to for both platforms, you want to provide quality classes, right? I want my parents on VIPKid to like me as a teacher, trust me as a teacher, and rebook my classes. I want the same thing on the Outschool platform. I want these parents to like the teaching that I'm presenting, like the classes, and say, hey, I want to see what other classes she has to offer, and rebook me and find what other classes I have and enroll their students in my classes as well and get those rebooks. The only issue I have with that is that with every student that rebooks my class on Outschool because they like me, I'm still paying Outschool that 30% for that student. So there's a little give and take there, right? Because they obviously, Outschool didn't go grab that student again and bring them back into my classroom. I did that all by myself with my, I wowed them. But I'm still paying Outschool 30% for that student again and again and again if they keep signing up for my classes. I think the highest re-enrollment rate I've ever had is a student takes 7 of my classes. So you're welcome, Outschool. 30%, 7 times. You see what I'm saying? It can add up, but for the most part, it's worth it. The 30%. And also I can't really speak to this obviously on the VIPKid side because I've never had a child take a VIPKid class, but Outschool does offer like a referral link so that parents of children who have never tried an Outschool class can use a referral link and have up to $20 to spend on a class to try, basically risk-free. So I think that's awesome to just go try a class, see if you like it. What do you have to lose? You have $20 to spend, up to $20, right, to spend on one class, and see if you like it. So I think that's really cool on Outschool's part to get people onto their platform just to try classes, and that's how much they believe in what they're doing, and I think that's really cool. So if you guys are interested in trying Outschool, if you have kids and you haven't, I do have a parent link below. Go click it, try it out. What do you have to lose? It's risk-free. If you're interested in becoming a teacher, I have a teacher link also. Click it, get in there. I'd love to help you through the process. It has changed So the video, the things that they want in that video is a little bit more in depth. So I'd love to help you again. But those are the main differences, things that I've seen between VIPKid and Outschool. I also like VIPKid's like schedule page way better than Outschool's. Like way better. Ooh, and I also really like VIPKid's app and their payment screen. Way better. I mean, I think it'll come with Outschool. As they get bigger, those things will come. But like, it'll come. Yeah, I do like that VIPKid has an app, right? Something that I can click and I can see what classes I have coming up and how much money I've made and, you know, who my students are. Outschool does not currently have an app. I'd love to tell you that they're working on it, but I don't know that they are. But I hope that they are, because that would be awesome. Also, I find it very hard to know how much, like, to keep track of your payment on Outschool. They have like a spreadsheet, but I don't like it. I have to keep track myself just to know every week. Like, they pay through PayPal, so I have to keep track. I keep track on my own. So I wish there was a better way to do that also. I think the way VIPKid is currently doing that through their app is very efficient and very awesome. And I hope that one day Outschool will adopt something similar. But okay, yes, now finally, those are the main differences, main things between VIPKid and Outschool that I've noticed as a teacher through both. Yes, the companies obviously are doing different things, but in a similar way, online teaching is online teaching. So I just wanted to throw it out there. I am typically, for what it's worth, making about 3 times as much money per hour with Outschool that I make with VIPKid. So I have cut back a lot with teaching with VIPKid because of that and because the hours are so early, just to teach what I like and what I have created on Outschool. So I hope you guys found this video informative and liked it. If you guys have anything else to add to this list, put them in the comments below. Any questions, also put them there. Shoot me an email or hit me up on social media. I'd love to hear from you guys. Be sure to subscribe for more videos like this, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.